And it in this deck it tells you to spread the cards out and to pull cards. Okay, so I did. Okay, when I did that, it come out the Ten of Crowns, which are swords. The Knight of Platters, which is a lucrative action, determination, a necessary action, okay, to the enchantress, the empress, okay. You tell this empress to be flexible. You see how that card's bent, okay. So you're going to take some kind of lucrative, successful actions. Um, okay, something disappointed you. There's something going to be bittersweet. It's going to be disappointing, and you're going to take actions to move, to make a movement, and that action is going to lead you to success. Okay, so y'all take what resonates. I'm going to leave these on the top right here. I'm going to leave them on top. I'm going to spread these cards again and see if we can clarify it. Okay. So y'all take what resonates. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming down, guarding, protecting us as we channel these messages. Thank you, ancestors and ascending masters, for all the helpful healing messages that you give, the absolute truth, okay? I'm going to clarify I'm going to spread the cards like such, okay? And clarify these cards with these, okay? Tell us what collective needs to know. It says the secret way. This is the secret way. You're going to find out some kind of bittersweet um, um, secret. Okay? It says 11, the secret way. That's a major arcana. There's the Empress and the secret way. Okay? That's what's out here right now. Somebody, you're going to keep your plans to yourself, collective. Okay? It says strength, force, courage, power, ability, authority, and commanding presence. On somebody that was disappointed. You were right about something, but you're disappointed in the outcome or the no outcome, the nothing happening. Hey, let me unplug this. Let me unplug that because it's okay. There you go. Okay, let me read it. It says 11. So you're moving into some kind of brand new idea, brand new situation away from this. Okay, and let me say this. Okay, this little I'll get to that in a second. Let me read this one. Okay, this is a portal, like a portal opening up, closing an old chapter, and you're moving into the new. Okay. It says. The more traditional name for this secret way card is the Fortitude or Strength card. Here we see a fairy willing to explore regions beyond the fairy realm. His strength lies within, and his acknowledgement of the world around him indicates a connection with nature, something shared with most fairies. He does not know where the path will lead, but possesses the strength to traverse it. Hidden by the hedges of the border, his lonesome track are the perils of being, to which fairies are just as subject as we are. The fear of the cold iron is everywhere in the stories of the magical realm because it is created by the mankind and is every bit as dangerous as the fairy race as fire or water can be in our own world. That triggered me. The number of the day is 7177. The angel number of the day is 7177. And it is telling you um, 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 it's telling you that you're not alone, that you're not that you're you've never been alone. And if God has taken the people that are away from you, like if God has taken people out of your life, it's for your own good. Okay. To help you grow and heal and be the best version of yourself, okay? But you're not as alone as you think you are, okay? He may have pulled people away from you and set you aside so you could see those things, so you could actually see the things that need to be seen, okay? Instead of being um, interference, hazy because of other people's influences, okay? because you have a gift, and and when you're alone, you tend to tap into that gift, and begin to vibrate in a higher vibration. Okay, if you've looked at your history or whatever, like in relationships and such, you begin it begins all great, okay, and you're in high energy and that and that and that, and then the person starts to like feed off of that energy and starts draining you and starts depleting you of that energy because you keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, okay. You have to set some type of boundary. So God pulled you aside and put you alone for a little while so you could go within and find your strength. That's what you've been given to all these people. They've been claiming your strength. You understand? Okay, take that as it resonates. Okay, I'm gonna continue with this. It says, see the card 0. It says WEND, wins his way through the mysterious path, signifying his solitary strength and individuality. This secret way is as we might expect in the magical world, different from that of the physical realm, in that it represents strength of feeling, strength of character, even possibly moral strength, all of which are present in the worlds where fairies and mortals meet. The secret way represents the strength to keep going, even if everything looks hopeless. As such, it has been described as the warrior card. Although this risks limiting its power, it says, as strength of will transcends the bounds of human ability. Okay? In the reading, the secret way signifies eagerness and strength of inner resources to attack any problem. It also signifies a need to stop meeting every opposition in a combative way. As strength held in check remains a reserve that you can tap into when needed. Okay, so they're saying that you're extra powerful. You have extra strength. Okay, you're not as alone as it may seem. Okay, but you're like a game changer. Your decision to move on from this is going to bring you into some type of success. Okay, but you're a game changer. You've changed something about the way people are viewing you. Okay, but you're courageous and you're the warrior. Okay, you don't have anything to worry about. You're highly protected, and you're about to make a decision to take some type of lucrative action with that Knight of Platters. Okay, what's the lucrative action? It says the Porter of Wands. Oh, let me tell you all this, okay? Y'all see this little sigil? Okay, this portal was opening. You manifested the portal. You see that little thing right there? I'll tell you in a minute. That's a sigil for of Ireland. It's to open the realm between the two, between the fairy world and the mortal world. Okay, that's what that little sigil is. Well, it was being manifested, and now it is actually being physically opened up. Okay, the Porter of Wands. Y'all take what resonates. This Empress is stepping up. Okay, I'm telling you, this Empress is moving into her destiny, her fate. Okay, the Porter of Wands says a prodigy, extraordinary, faithfulness, supporter, a fan. Take what resonates. Okay, it looks like you're going to make some type of decision, and you and somebody else that is extraordinary as well are going to combine forces and come together. You're about to receive a message of this that people have been watching. It looks like this person is trying to protect and watch whatever this one is doing, but it looks like this one is about to come face you, face to face. Okay, so let's read the card, see what it says. The Goblin Porter of Wands is seen as the card of the follower. For example, the fan who copies the skill or knowledge of a person whom he or she admires without actually embodying it. Such people may offer to carry your burdens without truly understanding them, and perhaps expecting payment of some kind. I'm telling you, look, somebody has been trying to create some type of an illusion about you to this community. Period. You're walking away from it. You're going to go meet someone that's just like you. I know that sounds crazy, but you're going. This is going to be a chance meeting, like a fated meeting, something that you can feel it. You just don't know when it's going to go happen. But both of these cards, this card and this card, are leading you out of a difficult situation. Okay, this card has told you you were taking some kind of stance and standing behind your work or what have you. Okay, trying to figure out what you actually trying to figure out where you belong, because it's not here. Okay, you don't belong right there. Okay, you're seeking a soul tribe or some type of you're leaving this town, man. It's plainly showing. It looks like that you might have been a part of some type of group, or they were trying to make you a part of a group, but you stand out, and jealousy and envy became part of it. Okay, so they started to attack you because you're very unique and extraordinary. Okay, they may have put you out in the cold. You came back for some reason. You came back for some reason. And something about your extraordinary abilities, your being extraordinary, is being noticed. Someone is, because someone is watching someone else try to be like you. Someone is definitely watching someone else try to be like you. What is that about? It says the seven of platters. Some kind of choice, okay? Seven of platters. That's coins, okay? This is like someone... You planted the seeds and someone else is trying to harvest these seeds, y'all. I'm telling you. You planted the seeds and someone else is trying to, like, make you look bad and harvest your seeds. I'm telling you. It says the seven of platters. It's rewards for good work, money, wealth, profit, and purification. Someone else was trying to take this from you. I'm telling you. It says on the one hand, this card is all about gain, money, profit, and wealth. On the other, it carries a sense of things getting in the way, slowing down and going nowhere. Older meanings suggest that this has to do with needing to take a break or to purge yourself of the clutter in your life, especially when things no longer needed. It can also be a warning not to be too much of a perfectionist. Okay, so don't be too much of a perfectionist. Look, you're whatever you do it naturally. You don't need to be concerned with what these people think, what they're saying. But somebody has tried to put a bad name on you and try to take your position and your abundance. Okay, they've tried to take it, but it's yours, and you're going to reap the rewards from it. Okay, I'm telling you. All right, let's clarify this enchantress. Okay, we'll go right here. It says the Porter of Crowns. It's time. Okay, you found your power, collective. I'm telling you, and this Empress has made some kind of decision. Look, fuck these people, man. I'm telling you, just to hell with them. Somebody's about to show somebody. Whoever's been trying to doppelgang you or trying to take your success is about to be caught. I'm telling you, Porter of Crowns. Porter of Crowns. How is it doing that? Okay. Porter Crown says impulsiveness, curiosity, insight, vigilance, agility. This is something to do with your persistent, your consistency, your being naturally and natural and true and not having to put on no fucking act. You're very consistent, okay? You don't have to act like somebody else, okay? You're authentic, okay? It says it says, what is the Goblin Porter thinking? What does his actions mean? You're keeping your secrets to yourself about what your plans are. I'm telling you. It says this card often represents someone who is quick to offer advice or comment on a situation, not always with full information. He or she loves the attention of the crowd and will tend to rush in without thinking. Advise you to do the same. It says you may be dazzled by his starry nature, but be careful lest his light shows too much. Okay? Somebody is very, very bright, and someone is doubting their intelligence. I'm telling you, someone's bright. Okay, explain the Crown of Porters on that Empress. It says the Ten of Cups. This community underestimated this Empress. They tried to attack this Empress not knowing who she was. I'm telling you, this community tried to attack this Empress. And they were given the wrong information about this Empress. And some others apparently was listening. Okay? But it don't matter to you. You're unconcerned with what other people fucking think about you. You're your own unique individual, okay? And you live your life accordingly. Okay, the Ten of Cups says home, welfare, contentment, security, and people close to you. Okay? Somebody close to you was doubting you, but underestimating you. This is a new portal opening up. You see this sigil right here? I'm telling you, that's a portal sigil. It means portal opening, a new way to go about it. Okay, explain that Ten of Cups. It says the Lady of Platters. That's the Queen of Pentacles. You're about to get recognized. You're about to get recognition. Collective, you're going to get recognition from this community. But it looks like you're planning on leaving, so it doesn't even fucking matter. It says boldness. It says noble heartedness, generosity, confidence, serenity, prosperity, and liberal-minded. You're very open-minded. And look, people underestimated this Empress. I'm telling you, and you are the prosperity. You are Lady Luck. Okay, you try to help these people, and then they turn on you. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, give me 3 cards for the outcome. 3 cards for the outcome. This Empress is leaving. Okay, the outcome is the Five of Wands in reverse. Hold on, y'all. Gotta use the restroom. Come on. Five of Wands in reverse. Conflict, dispute, contention, challenge, and turnabout. Something's turning about, okay? The Seven of Wands in the upright is success, advantage over others, profit, goal attainment, and the need to take stock. So you're about to attain, you're about to get what you deserve, okay? Cause and effect, law of cause and effect. You're going to get what you deserve, okay? If you've been good, you've been doing right, and you're doing good, you're going to receive that, okay? The final outcome is the Knight of Crowns in reverse. Knight of Crowns in reverse says conceit. Oh, it says impulsive actions. Okay. It says restrictive rules. The Goblin Knight is a good person to have on your side in a tight spot, as he can be ruthless and tend not to acknowledge boundaries. preferring to charge on regardless of others. That's what you're doing. Okay? It says you need to it says it says while his strength is great, he often accompanied by a lack of discipline. They can make you wild and out of control. Okay? However, there is also a certain sense of innocence about him. Okay? It says there are times in life when you could do with a more restrained character to guide you, or a less aggressive aspect of your own character to rule the situation. So you're being humble, you're keeping your mouth shut, and you're just going to go about your business. Look, this card right here, this outcome, it suggests that you could, you could say, I told you so, but you're not going to. Okay, you're just going to accept your rewards and move on. You're not even you may cry a little, but you're not gonna give the people the satisfaction of being disappointed in them. Okay, I'm telling you, it suggests that you're just gonna receive your rewards and you're just gonna move on and move forward, collective. Okay, and not even worry. You're not worried about what other people think about you. You know who you are. You know you're a good person. You know that you do things for the highest good, and you know that all you're trying to do is better yourself than what you were yesterday. Okay? And along the way, you receive these messages from, look, the lady, the Queen of Swords. You receive these messages, and you try your hardest to convey the messages to people that need to hear it. Okay, you do what you're supposed to do. You've been doing the right thing, collective, and their envy, jealousy, and hate has come tried to attack you. Okay, don't let that sway you in any kind of way. Well, you don't. Okay, you're very confident in who you are. Okay, you're not confused about who you are, no matter what they fucking say about you. Okay, they look at who the fuck they are. Anyhow, the only person you need to be concerned with what they think about you is you and God. The rest can think whatever the hell they're gonna think, because they're gonna do it anyway. Okay, the Lady of Crowns on the bottom, that you don't see, the bottom energy, which is you, is you're very regal, elegant, classy. You're unconcerned with what their opinion is. I'm telling you. It says maturity, insight, perception, visionary, gifted, subtlety, quickness, accuracy, grace, and wisdom. Okay? Here the goblin lady of the crowns hold court from mid-air, surrounded by her goblin servants. Although she can at times be a stern judge and a fierce critic, her wisdom shines through everything she says and does. And as such, she is a shrewd and perceptive ally on the journey through life. Her presence in the reading calls us to take stock of where we are and what we truly desire. Whatever questions we think we have asked, there may be a deeper issue beneath the more superficial questions. You're standing your ground, collective. You're standing in your power, and you have every right to. It's telling you to. Divine is telling you to do that. What else? Okay. I'm gonna get one spirit animal card, and I guess I'll get those letters. But yeah, you're making a decision. You're not telling anybody about it. You might have already made the decision, and now you're working out the how. Okay? And you're not even telling anybody that. Okay? Because you have been disappointed, and you're not even speaking up about it, because you have already. You did in the past. Okay? Now you're looking at these people in their eyes. They're feeling regret. You know they're feeling regret. You see it, but they're not speaking up. And so that makes you even more disappointed. You're like, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm not going to sit in this fucking stagnated energy. I'm not. Got too much to do. Too much. Too much. It says the snow leopard. Self-reliance. It says you are strongly independent and often solitary. This is like the Queen of Swords. I swear, y'all. It says integrity is important for you for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Your intuition. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. What did I say? You're keeping your business to your damn self and doing what you're doing. You look at these people, you can see it. Your integrity says, okay, this fucking shit just ain't worth it. I'm about to go. You're not saying anything to anybody, okay? You're making plans, but you're not saying anything to anybody. Look, you may become somebody's mentor. Or you may find a mentor, okay? Someone's like-minded, okay? Highly intelligent. They have to be. Whoever this next person is going to have some type of fucking intelligence. Hello, how are you doing? But anyway, it says the inventor. It says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle with them well. Integrity, integrity, integrity. I'm fixing to get the letters out. If it fucking spells integrity. I'm just saying. If it spells out integrity, we know. Y'all take what resonates. What does collective need to hear? What does collective need to know right now? Ooh. Those was weird. They like popped in my hand and like popped out. That was weird. Y'all, open up your heart. Open up your heart and be prepared for an opportunity to come along, because this is all green. Open up your heart. Bring back your passion. Find that passion, that spark. Okay, because whatever you're doing, you do it with integrity. You're a truthful, honest person. Okay, not to say that you might not have done shady shit in the past. Okay. But it's never to harm anybody. You've never been out to harm nobody. You've never been out to see anybody's downfall or anything. You just want justice. You want the truth. You want honesty. You want authenticity. Okay? So that's coming to you. She's done. You need to move on. Look, she's done. You said it right there in your question. You carry the answers. Okay, Manuel? She's done. You already know. You're a freaking Cancer, man. You already fucking know that that's over. You're very intuitive. That person is a player. Whoever that Gemini is a player. Trying to take something from you. Okay? There's your answer. Put on one face one day and put on a different face the next. That person that you're talking about. Because they're trying to get something from you. Take something from you, okay? Just telling you. You ask. It says sex. Maybe they just want you for your sex, Cancer. I'm just saying. Because you're a very caring, loving lover. Okay? And maybe that Gemini is just using you for sex. I'm telling you. Y'all take that as it resonates, okay? You ask. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Look, it says, huh? Sexy, seen, sexy, sexy, sexy teens? What? Sexy teen? Don't even. My sexy teen? I extend. There's not much here but a bunch of fucking ends. It's telling you to get rest, though. You need to rest anyway. It says guest. Why is it saying I sexy teen? What a damn teenager. My teen, my eye. My eyes, my guy. Sexted me. We sexted? Yeah. And then you fucking betrayed? Because I don't even do that kind of shit. It says west me. We pest. He pest. He my pest. My pet. He my pet. She my pet. Sheep. Someone that look, someone got with someone that is submissive to them. They're not happy with them though, but they mess with this person because this person don't challenge them. I know that sounds crazy, but that's why they mess with that person. A sheep, my sheep, they do whatever they say. But they're not happy with that person. They need more of a challenge. I'm telling you, okay? Something about a sheet of paper. My sheet. My heap. My sheep. Why are you saying that? It says why. Shh. Shh. She. She's something me. Tug me. She tugged me. She put me. Someone, okay. Someone was like worshiping this motherfucker. Put them in some kind of position. They don't want them though. This is crazy. Menu. She met you. Up. She met you? How she meet you? She met you up in. Says, hey. Shut up. Hey, shut up. Shut me up. Shut me up, motherfucker. Something's not quite ready. It's still being, this is all about destiny, y'all. I'm telling you, something's not quite ready. He's up. He's woke. He's up. Not much to choose from here, y'all. Somebody shy. He's shy. Something is alien. Different. Some help. Yeah. They sue. They use women. Someone was using women. Husband. 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 Are you saying husband? Something has got a sheen. Something's got a glow about it. A sheen. He's saying yes. Something is a yes. A spy. He spy. He spy. It says son. He spy man. Spyman. Spy man. Spyman. Huh. These spy gum. You're saying money. These see. They see. The spy sees a gun. Something's puny. Puny. Them. Stung. Something in the eye. Something moving fast. Miles per hour. Moving fast. Sung the him. Hemp. Something's temporary. Hey. Hung us. Something about guns. There's something about guns. There was a gun shop that was fucking robbed, and the grandparents and the son, the grandson, got killed in that gun shop down there in Luthersville. And somebody has something to do with that. I'm telling you, these people are fixing to fucking be caught. You know who did this. You got it in a download. Sheet up. Temperature up. The emperor or empress. The imp. You the imp. You the imp. It says why. Somebody's mad. Somebody is so fucking jealous that you're the one that's gonna reap all these rewards. Somebody's jealous. She is saying something about the gun. The gun, my gun. She, my gun. He, my gun. She. Pagan. These pegs. Unshy. Guy uses. Something about uses. Me. Guy used me. Uses me. Seems like it. Something seems. Something is an assumption, y'all. Or something is an assumption. You were somebody's muse. Okay? There was some kind of assumption. They muse. The muse. You're the muse. None of this. It says why. It's like someone's mad. Something was written in pen. Something's been written. ZZ, Susie. Susie Q. Them, us. Us and them. Us, us. Somebody uses meth. They wept. Someone was weeping over this. And then someone says, meh, like they don't care. Meh. Mush. Mesh. Push. We push. Me. We push me. They sung. They sung. Someone's confessing. Someone's confessing. It says the son. My son. Pew, peg, pew, huge, huge, PMS. when my huge spent my why me spent huge net my huge net gusty gust hey gust hey put me as guest. I don't understand it now. Guest, my guest. When you come, be my guest. News, my news. Peth, hung, thug, thunk, fun, hunt my news, pagan. They keep saying pagan. Okay? Hex my news, hunt my gun. Hunt my gun. When my new sexy muse hung me. Something hung me. Newt. Take what resonates. Shy. Spy. Hunt me. A shy spy hunt me. Okay. A shy spy hunt me. I got you. It says ugh. Men. The ugh. Something about sown. Something's been sewn up. Gentleman. Gentman. Somebody's gentleman. Alright, that's what I got, y'all. Pent up. Something's pent up. It says 10. That's a new beginning. Me, then, something, then, me. Something about your genetics, your DNA, your genes. Muse. Yeah. It almost, is it saying music or magic? There's something here about music or mad. It says Seth, somebody's genuine. Use gun. Use pen. Maybe you need to write a book. My pen. Use my pen. What the fuck? Use my pen. then went. Up. Then went up. Seen. She. Seen she. Inept. Someone's not equipped. Inept. Someone's not equipped. You seem shy. You seem shy? Maybe. It says hush. Okay. You seem shy. It says something about you're a gem in the rough. You're a diamond in the rough, collective. Push me. Somebody's pushy with intent. Some kind of intentions. Up. He's up. Yes. My guy. He's up. Yes, my guy. She, me. She meant. He's. She meant he's. She sent. Or he sent me. He sent me. He sent me. So he is the one that's paying for something. Let me. Hold on. Let me get some more cards. Because there's something going on here. He sent me. He sent me with intent. It's saying something about intent. Somebody supposed to net me. Catch you in some kind of net. Tell me. We went. Something. It says the fair lady, the Nine of Pentacles, and death. Standing up for yourself. One more card because it's some kind of new beginning. It's just collaborating. You're going to get some kind of new beginning.
Hello, Moto.
Some kind of confirmation. Not showing. It's a suspected spam. So we're just going to close it. I was born Um, uh, born with a gift. I can check them. Let me finish the reading first, okay? You're about to get some kind of new beginning in a group of people. You're going to meet your soul tribe, okay? You're sitting alone right now. It looks like you're trying to save up money or something to that effect, and you're working on some other idea, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're not letting anybody know, okay? But there's going to be some kind of celebration. Is this celebration for collective? Is this celebration for collective? It says Ace of Swords. Yes. Some kind of truth. You're going to meet people that are authentic. Okay? It looks like it's some kind of celebration on your behalf. Strength card. You're balanced. You're letting something go. Looks like you're going to be invited to some kind of party or something. Or to work with others. That's the truth about it. You're a truth teller. You're very strong in whatever you do, powerful alone. Okay? Anything else? Anything else? It says, this is a done deal. You've healed from some kind of broken heart and taken control of the narrative, okay? You're going to walk away. A better person. Elevated. It almost looks like you're going to have like a reward party and then you're going to leave. Okay? Like somebody is, there's going to be some kind of, case being wrapped up or something to that effect. I'm telling you, you're part of it because you helped somebody solve this case. And it looks like that this town is gonna be in regret for treating you the way that they did. So take that as it resonates. It says west, it says wet, it says something that's seeping, seeping. Meet up. MEETUP. Meet up. Next. Check this out. It says meet up. And it says next. Meet up next. Next. Seek. Seek and ye shall find. Seems. See me. See me new. See me new. Someone sees you with new eyes, or you see somebody with new eyes. Something possibly about a Jeep. It's saying something about a Jeep. Put new up. Something about use your gut. Use your instinct. It's saying put gun up. Put your guns up. It says put up guns. It says put up gun, y'all. I am born with a gift. Thank you. Okay, take what resonates. Okay. Hold on. I'll pull a card for you. See whether or not she's being sincere. But I'm just telling you, she wants you for your sex. Okay, man. Wow, you're sweet lover. Say that. Okay. The problem y'all are having is that she's sneaky, secretive. Y'all don't communicate verbally because she don't tell the truth. Y'all communicate only mentally and as far as like sexually. Okay, but as far as her telling you the truth, you can forget it. She's not telling you the truth. Whoo! It says Jesus uses parables. Okay, It says, and with many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to hear it. But without a parable he did not speak to them. And when they were alone, he explained all things to his disciples. Okay? So when you're alone with Jesus, he tells you things. Pay attention. He spoke in parables to the masses. But when he was alone with his disciples, they asked him, what did you mean by that? And he would explain. Okay? It says, wind and wave obeyed Jesus. And on that same day, when evening had come, he said to them, let us cross over to the other side. Now, when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was. And other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boats, so that it was already filling. But he wasn't in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing? It says, then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? And they feared exceedingly, and said to one another, Who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him? Amen. Okay, let me get a card to see if Manuel's love gives a shit. Sorry, I'm sorry, Manuel. You fall in love with all of them. I'm just saying, you're in love with all of them. Like you're one to fall in love real fast. Okay, I'm just saying. He wants to know if this Gemini is fucking with him or serious. Manuel wants to know if this Gemini is fucking with him or if this Gemini is serious. Manuel's a Cancer. Is this Gemini serious or just fucking with him? Tell me. It says mirror. It says mirror each other. You need to act like she does. And not give a fuck. This is introspection and inner wounds. Okay, she uses you. You are a kind lover. We're gonna just say it like that. You're a very kind lover, and this person feels it like a healing when they're with you. Okay, but this person is not ready to be settled. Okay, I'm telling you that Gemini's not ready to be settled. Okay, it says, look, fears, afraid. I'm just telling you, okay? And it says safety and comfort. That's what you give to this person. They don't want to be settled. So don't ask them if they're cheating, because they are. And they have to lie to you every time you ask them that. Okay? They don't want to hurt your feelings because they need you. You make them feel healed. But they're not trying to be in nothing serious with you. They're afraid. Okay? But they're using you because you're a kind lover and you make them feel healed. They feel very comfortable with you. Okay? You're going to find another love. Look, I'm telling you, if you can leave that Gemini alone, you can expect to hear a call from somebody else. Okay, a love call from somebody else. Declaring their true love for you. Says that's the change. You gotta get rid of the Gemini. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, that's what the cards are saying. That Gemini's not the one. Let me see. Let me look at my birthday book real quick and see. It shows me. I believe it shows me how compatible you are actually. Oh, where the hell is it? It's right here somewhere. I haven't pushed it up there. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to go. Hold on, I done pushed it to the other side. And I'll let you know to confirm. What the fuck? What happened? Oh. Let me see. Cancer. Um. Trying to find, because there's Geminis. Hold on. Looking for Cancer. It tells like some compatibilities with other signs. Alright, Cancers. You have an endless supply of love, romantic at heart. I'm a Cancer myself, okay? Just saying. Cancer men. Okay, Cancer men. Says this man isn't a mummy's boy, but the mother figure will be an important one in his life. Okay, but let me see. I'm seeing if it's showing me what you're compatible with, but I don't believe you're compatible. Cancers are compatible with Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. That don't mean that you can't be with this person, but it says for Cancers, fulfillment matters more to Cancer than money making. I'm straight up along with that, okay? That's what it says, okay? It says health and well-being. You're talking about love, though. Life lessons. Hold on. I'm gonna read you the life lessons manual so you can understand more, okay? Yeah, I'm June 23rd, by the way. I'm born on the cusp of that Gemini. Just it says one of the Cancerians' greatest strengths, but also their greatest challenge, is their sensitivity, which can sometimes translate into oversensitivity. When a person they are close to is upset or moody, Cancerians tend to be upset and moody too. Therefore, it's absolutely vital for Cancerians to learn to protect their sensitive nature and to distinguish between their own feelings and those of others. If they don't, the result will be misunderstandings and despondency. But if they can learn to get a grip on their sensitivity and derive their feelings of emotional security from themselves rather than others, their reputation for being moody and unpredictable will disappear. Being emotionally manipulative is another Cancer trait that can drag them and everybody else around them down. A Cancer can cling on to a grudge longer than anyone else in the zodiac, and they need to understand that this is an incredibly damaging for them and achieves nothing. If they want to move forward, they need to learn to forgive but not forget and let things go. Possessiveness, whether it's a financial or romantic, can be limiting for those born under this sign. Since possessiveness is just another waste of their valuable energy, there will always be a degree of unpredictability in any relationship. So the sooner Cancerian learns that material things can't make them happy, clinging on to a partner possessively can't assure them of affection. And true love means freeing others rather than restricting or controlling them. The happier and more fulfilled they will be. Okay? It says witnessing another Cancerian lose themselves in empathy or a desire to control others can be a cautionary tale. The other signs of the zodiac can teach Cancerians how to let go of their desire to control everyone and everything. Scorpios can encourage them to look deeper into things and consider the hidden motivations below rather than only seeing what swims on the surface. Aquarians can help them find the courage to embrace their uniqueness. Arians and Sagittarians have the bold, adventurous approach to life that Cancerians may lack. Pisces can also encourage them to let go of grudges and move on. Leos can inspire Cancerians to work on their self-esteem. Librians can help Cancerians balance their fluctuating emotions. Geminis, Virgos, and Capricorns can help them become more objective so that their emotions don't get in the way of achieving their goal, while Taurians can encourage them to put their own emotional needs first. Okay, so that Gemini is asking you to be more objective. If you want somebody that sleeps with a bunch of other people, Cancer, go for the Gemini. Because they're gonna lie to you, they're gonna cheat on you. Nothing against Geminis, y'all. Nothing against Geminis. They're just gonna do that to a Cancer. Because a Cancer is overly giving, overly loving, overly comforting, overly healing, and clingy. And Gemini's gonna manipulate it the best as they can, because Gemini wants that comfort of stability, but they're wild. Just saying. Okay? So take that as it resonates. You're June 21st. You're actually on the cusp, but yours can go either way. You're Gemini. Like your birthday, Manuel, is the cusp. That is the cusp, that date. And a lot of astrological, like the zodiac sign reading things, the 21st sometimes falls in Gemini and sometimes falls in Cancer. Okay? But I'm with you on that because I'm on the 23rd of June and I feel a lot of resonation from the Gemini, but I'm Cancer. I'm Cancer 100, okay? I exhibit too much of the Cancer traits. I'm very Cancer, okay? And my rising sign is Leo. But my sign of love is Aquarius. And I don't know much about Aquarius. My sign of love is Aquarius. I need to find out about that, okay? But my Venus is Aquarius. So I should be balanced. You know what? I am. I love me, and I don't want to be with somebody that don't. Just saying, I'll be with me and God. Because God loves me, and I love me, and I don't need to wonder if somebody loves me. Bye. I love me, and God loves me. Okay? Anyway, y'all take what resonates. It's been a fabulous reading. I feel really good about it and very, very positive about it. We're going to get a message from the universe, and I pray that everyone stays golden today and has a wonderfully blessed day. Okay, let me see what we got out of here. It's already feeling funny, like not bad funny. It's already feeling kind of there's a lot of energy already today. Like the energy is like lifting. It's a lifting energy. Okay, so be aware of that and observe it and use that to your advantage. Okay. I told you. Well, it said, I told you it's Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn. It says your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Okay? And let me say this. Capricorn is your counterpart. Capricorn is the one that is directly across from you, okay? So Capricorn may be a little bit challenging for you, okay? But in your case, Manuel, you're right on the cusp, okay? So you need to examine Gemini traits as well as Cancer traits, okay? You need to examine both because you display and exhibit both traits, okay? And let me tell you a famous person that was born on your birthday. King William, the son, the Lion King. He was born on the 21st of June. Okay, y'all take what resonates. Things that were stagnated is now about to be opened up and released, and expect great changes. Expect great. Look, just stay golden, because that's what you've been doing. I'm telling you, just stay golden. As far as that girl, if you just like the sex, just don't get her pregnant. Just don't get her pregnant. I'm just saying. This is just an intuitive hit. You don't want to get that girl pregnant. Okay, so I would use a condom. Okay, you still got plenty of time to find the love in yourself, and you won't have to worry about whether or not she or he wants to be with you, because you'll be by yourself. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. I'm just saying, But I know how you feel, man. I know it gets lonely. Look, there's a big epidemic of loneliness happening in the world, y'all. Okay, it's a huge epidemic, so much that people are starting to talk about it. Okay, in China, they use those AI robots in China to. They have it's like a dating site, but you don't date the robot. They're just like your boyfriend. I'm like, and did you know in China, let me tell you what these women are doing, because they're so lonely. These people are so fucking lonely. What's going on, man? That these people are doing petty crimes like shoplifting and stuff like that, so they can be put in prison, so they'll be around a lot of other people. That's just sad, because they don't want to be alone anymore. And so they got these people in these prisons, but they're in like a certain type of like a low security. It's almost like a old age home for just lonely people. I mean, y'all look it up, man. Y'all really look that shit up. But you need to realize, okay, if God has put you alone, He's put you alone so you can look within, okay? Because you were being distracted by all of that. You were being distracted by all of that. You were not reaching your highest potential, because it was almost like you were so tending to people please that you were willing to go against your own morals. Okay, doing things that were out of your character. Okay, but then something happened. You snapped out. You pulled yourself back, man. I'm telling you, because you've been alone for a minute now, and you snapped out of it. You were like, man, what the fuck? Like, do I really even like these people? I don't even like these people. What am I trying to be like them for? It was very nice to meet you too. Thank you. Y'all hit the subscribe and come back, okay? I'm gonna close out with this right here, chapter 31. That's just weird. I was talking about 13 yesterday, and this is something that's changing suddenly, y'all. I'm telling you, it's gonna change like that. And you're going to be like, whoa, but you're going to be prepared, because you already feel that energy coming towards you, that it's fixing to happen. You can feel it. You're starting to feel a lighter, I can't even explain it. For days, maybe weeks, I was combating that heaviness with joy. I had to really, really, really force joy. I mean, that's crazy, because everything felt real heavy, and I was going, no, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not. This is not going to be heavy on me today. And I would make myself do things to cause joy. Watch comedy, doing stuff, sing, because I was feeling it felt like the ether itself was just like I don't know. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it felt like time sped up. I can't even explain it. Time was being real weird. It was like hours would go by. It felt like it. And then you look at the clock and it'd be like only like 40 minutes, but it felt like 2 hours. Okay. And then all of a sudden, y'all, I don't know if y'all have experienced it, but I have. It's like time sped up. Real, like, there's something going on. They're messing with our time. I'm telling you, the CERN machine is. And they're turning that thing on more now and not telling us when they were telling us that they were turning it on. But they've been messing with it, with that CERN machine. And did y'all know that that's not the only CERN machine that there is? There's another one in, I want to say Illinois. Could be Ohio. But it's a smaller. It does the same shit though, just smaller. Take what resonates. They have those machines planted all over the earth. Just saying, to manipulate the dark matter and bring it out into this. Why in the fuck would they want to bring? And anyway, I'm not getting into that. Anyway, chapter 31 of the murder of Mr. Ma says D burst in upon a scene as horrific as he had feared. Shin Zhu, still looking perplexed, lay dead in a pool of blood on the hallway floor. His eyes stared at nothing, while his wife stared in shock and terror at a masked man whose gloved right hand held a bloody military bayonet. It says D leapt over the body to put himself between the killer and the panicked woman. "Run," he shouted to her. "Gather your children and run." The woman looked at him in his own mask and cape attire and screamed. Then she turned and dashed into the kitchen at the back of the house. D, spinning to face the swordsman, was hit with a thunderous dizzy spell. He staggered into a side table. Picture frames, porcelain cups went flying to shatter on the floor. The swordsman, seeing his chance, slashed at D. Feverishly, D twisted to evade 3 wild swings of the blade. The swordsman stepped in and thrusted straight. D turned to his left. The sword barely missed him. Suddenly, D was back on the battlefield, bombs bursting everywhere. The smell of mustard gas thickened. Men dead and dying and laying in the mud. Over one of these bodies, D tripped and fell. Landing on his knees, he looked up. The swordsman raised his blade for the final thrust. D shook his head. This was not the battlefield. It was Shin Zhao's hallway. The body was Shin's. The floor was not mud and blood. It was parquet, covered by a runner. So somebody, wow, I was just talking about time and shit lapsing and going over itself and that and that and that and that and that. And freaking, this person is going, he's in the battle. He's on the battlefield, but he's also fighting a swordsman in a spiritual world. Take that as it resonates, collective. Woo, that's crazy. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Go look that CERN thing up, okay? Because I believe it is in Illinois. Sevens mean choices. Sevens are your options and your choices, okay? So you have the choice. You are the one that needs to make the choice. And that's why the sevens keep showing up. Seven's also a divine number. Messages from angels and divine, okay? That you can make the right decision. That's what those sevens are. Is making the right decision. Your choices. Everybody's got choices, okay? Make the right one. Stay golden, baby. Like love. I'll see you on the flip side.